Hi guys, and welcome to Skin by Ariana. Today's video is about how to fix damaged skin. Now, personally, my skin was very damaged from retinol. My adjustment period when my skin was getting used to retinol was very rough for me. I had flaking skin, red, dry, irritated skin. So this is how I managed to kind of shorten that adjustment period and fix that damaged skin in just a matter of 3 days. So if that's something that sounds interesting to you or something that you would find helpful, please keep watching. Okay, so the first thing that I did was I ditched my morning cleanse. I said goodbye to that and I just bid it adieu and moved on. So the reason that I did that was because cleansing breaks down the natural oils in your skin barrier more than pretty much anything else. Even if you are using a very gentle cleanser, one that is really good and gentle on your skin and doesn't damage the skin barrier too much, it's still sometimes a little bit too much to do for your skin when it's damaged twice a day. Sometimes that's just a little bit too much. So I ditched my morning cleanse and I started to just rinse my face off with water in the morning and then proceed with my skincare routine, and that helped a lot. The other thing that I did that I thought really helped my skin was I really just went back to basics with my skincare routine. I didn't do anything fancy. I didn't use any serums that were meant for really anything. I kind of ditched my serums, I ditched my toners. I just went really bare bones with my skincare routine. I used a cleanser in the evenings, not in the mornings, and then I followed that up with a good moisturizer. Occasionally I used the Great Barrier Relief, and then I followed that up with a sunscreen during the day, and at nighttime that was it. I just ended with a moisturizer. Okay, so my tip number 3 is sunscreen. You don't want to damage your skin barrier and your skin anymore with UV rays after it's already been damaged by retinol or overexfoliation or anything like that. If your skin is dry and flaking and red and unhappy with you, the worst thing you can do is expose it to sunlight. So it's always really good to get a good SPF with a high PA rating and wear that every single day and apply multiple times a day, every 2 to 3 hours usually is what's best. Okay, so my 4th and final tip before I get into my product recommendations is just to love and appreciate yourself through the process. It's really hard sometimes to look in the mirror and see that your skin is having a hard time and just appreciate yourself for that anyway, because normally when we have damaged our skin, when we've overexfoliated or we've kind of hurt ourselves with retinol a little bit, it's, you were trying to help your skin and ended up damaging it a little bit, but you need to appreciate that you were trying to do something good for yourself, and you're going to learn from that and move forward, and in the future be a little bit more gentle with your skin. And you're just learning. We're all learning. There's always room for improvement with our skincare routines. Our skin always needs different things, and you need to just appreciate yourself and the fact that you are trying and you are doing the best that you can to take good care of yourself. All right, now, so for the fun part, skincare recommendations. So like I said, I really did go bare bones with my skincare routine. So I don't have very many recommendations, but I do have a few and I will share those with you. So I started with cleanser in the evening. I really liked the matcha hemp hydrating cleanser from Crave Beauty. This one is very gentle, and I really appreciated that during my skin's difficult period, and it was very gentle, and I didn't feel like my skin was extra stripped after using this. The other cleanser recommendation that I used this a couple of times. I prefer the matcha hemp one because I feel like it does cleanse a little bit better. I do feel like it gets off my non-waterproof sunscreen better than this one does. But if you really just need to keep your morning cleanse for some reason, I wouldn't necessarily recommend it if your skin is super damaged. But if you really want to keep that morning cleanse, or you don't wear a lot of makeup or anything like that, this would be a good one. It's the Tolerian Hydrating Gentle Cleanser from La Roche-Posay, and this was a good one as well. For the most part, I did use just the matcha hemp one. That's what I used over the 3 days that my skin was really struggling, but the Hydrating Gentle Cleanser is a good choice as well. So the Great Barrier Relief, I know I said I didn't really do serums, and I didn't. I used this once in the 3 days, but I did see a little bit of a difference from it. It stung just a tiny bit when I put it on, which normally it doesn't sting, but I do think that it helped. I used this on day 1 of those 3 days, and I do think that it kind of helped kickstart my skin's recovery. And for moisturizers, I had 2 different ones that I used. On the first 2 days, for morning and evening, I used this one from Drunk Elephant. It is the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. Rescue and Recover with 6 African rare oils and ceramides. This one was really, really nice and gentle. This is kind of my go-to moisturizer when my skin is having problems. So I used this on day 1 and 2. And then on day 3, I used the Tidal Brightening Enzyme Water Cream from Sunday Riley to kind of help exfoliate just a little bit while being as gentle as possible. And I finished up my routine every day in the morning with sunscreen. I used the Beach Shield from Crave Beauty. This is one of my all-time favorite sunscreens. I absolutely adore this stuff. I keep it with me in my purse. I take it to work with me. I reapply throughout the day, and my skin doesn't get greasy and gross looking. I can layer it and it just looks good. It gives you kind of a nice glow. So I would definitely recommend this one. Always wear your sunscreen, people. Alright, thanks so much for watching my tips and tricks on how to fix damaged skin. Again, I'm not a doctor, so this is just my experience and what worked for me. It may or may not work for you. Please keep that in mind and take it with a grain of salt. But I hope this was helpful to you. Thanks so much and have a great day.